I was a member and a leader in Deliverance Church, Waithaka, and now he's Bishop. That time he was our pastor. We were calling him pastor. He wasn't the bishop, but still is our pastor. But he was not a bishop that time. Bishop Diba now is a bishop. He's our region overseer, Nairobi West Region Deliverance Church. I had shared with them earlier that I have a call. I feel the Lord is calling me to do a pastoral ministry. And when we had just opened another church there before, and then I told myself I would like to be the next one. And actually I shared with them I would like to be the pastor in the next church that we do open. And they had a vision to open a church this side of area called Kwanganga, where we call it now Kikuyu Road, Kwanganga. And that's how I came to be the pastor in charge.
Initially, I thought we'd just be there, me and my husband. We didn't know there'd be other people coming. But I think the first day we got a lot of boost. I remember we were more than 30 because we also had some couples that were given. I think 2 other couples were given from Deliverance Church Waithaka, because we were planted by Deliverance Church Waithaka, by Bishop Diba then. And so he gave us some 2 couples. So we didn't look lonely.
We had 2 fellowships that were closest to that site, Midonge A and Midonge B. So the pastor told us that those who were in Midonge A and B were the ones that were going to support the new church.
Before the first day, that week, we had a crusade just along the road here at Kwanganga. We had a crusade, and now Sunday was the climax that we opened the church. We were given missionaries from Waithaka who were choir members, and most of them came to support us for the first day.
The first memories of Gina Road, we were out there in a place which we had rented a plot, and the plot was very small, but it was sufficient for a beginning.
Our floor didn't have any cement. It was a dusty floor, and you can imagine with the small babies. So, like my small boy, Robin, we would go to church, and by the time we are going home in the evening, he's looking like amepandwa kwa matope.
We used to have a hard time coming to church because there was no tarmac, there was no Maram Road. At that time, we used to have a river outside the church. I don't know, right now you can't see it, but there used to be a river that passes across the road. So from the Kijiji Kwanganga, we used to come here, and that time we used to belong to Melody Kids. We used to sing and dance. So you would wear a white shirt, black skirts, and white sport shoes. So through the road, definitely there will be mud. So we would come, wash our feet around here, and then come to church looking nice.
We sometimes could meet, and then the people who had leased the land to us, they come and chase us and say, today you're not going to have service. People are praising in the church. Pastor is outside negotiating with them for the service of that day. So it was such a challenge because they could come a number of times. The service is going on, the pastor is out trying to negotiate so that we finish the service.
One time, actually the very first year, we had some people who broke into the church on a Saturday. I remember it was a Saturday evening because when we came on Sunday morning, we found some people and drunk. They had drunk beer and they had left some bottles of beer and they had stolen some things. So that actually stand us up. They didn't work in the negative way. They gave us the desire to say we must buy our own land. That was quite early in the year, our first year. And we started right away to raise money to buy our first land where we are, which we called Plot A. We called it Plot A because we had the faith we would buy more plots.